Do you ever wonder what life would be like if you had known certain things sooner? Maybe you wish you had known how to study more effectively in high school, or how to choose a career that you're passionate about. Maybe you wish you had known how to build stronger relationships, or how to deal with difficult emotions. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's never too late to learn. In today's video, I'm going to share 7 life lessons that I wish I had known sooner. I hope by sharing these lessons with you, I can help you to avoid some of the mistakes that I made. Number 1 life lesson: don't be afraid to fail. Failure is a part of life. Everyone fails at something at some point. The important thing is to learn from your failures and keep moving forward. I used to be terrified of failure. I was afraid to take risks because I was afraid of making a mistake. But I eventually realized that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. The only way to achieve your goals is to be willing to fail. Every time you fail, you learn something new. And the more you learn, the closer you get to success. So don't be afraid to fail. Take risks and try new things. It's important to remember that everyone fails at something at some point. Even the most successful people in the world have failed. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people learn from their failures and keep moving forward. So in life, the important thing is to learn from your failures and keep moving forward. When you fail, don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, ask yourself what you can learn from your mistake. What could you have done differently? Once you know what you can learn from your failure, you can start to move forward. Number 2 life lesson: don't compare yourself to others. Everyone is on their own unique journey. Comparing yourself to others will only lead to unhappiness and dissatisfaction. When I was younger, I used to compare myself to others all the time. I would look at my friends and classmates and feel like I wasn't good enough. I would compare my grades, my looks, and my social life to theirs. And of course, I would always come up short. But then I realized that comparing myself to others was a pointless exercise. Everyone is on their own unique journey. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. We all have different goals and dreams. So instead of comparing myself to others, I decided to focus on my own journey. I started to focus on my own goals and dreams. And I started to appreciate my own unique strengths and weaknesses. And you know what? Once I stopped comparing myself to others, I became much happier and more content. It's important to remember that everyone is on their own unique journey. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. We all have different goals and dreams. When you compare yourself to others, you're always going to find someone who is better than you at something. And that will only make you feel bad about yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others and focus on your own journey. Focus on your own goals and dreams. Number 3 life lesson: don't sweat in small stuff. There are so many things in life that we can't control. It's important to focus on the things that we can control and let go of the things that we can't. I used to get really worked up over the small stuff. I would get stressed out about traffic jams, lost keys, and spilled coffee. But I eventually realized that getting worked up over the small stuff is a waste of time. It's not going to change anything. So I decided to start letting go of the small stuff. I started to focus on the things that I could control, like my attitude and my response to difficult situations. And I found that I was much happier and more relaxed as a result. It's important to remember that there are so many things in life that we can't control. We can't control the weather, the traffic, or the actions of other people. All we can control is our own thoughts, feelings, and actions. Stop sweating the small stuff and focus on the things that you can control. Focus on your attitude and your response to difficult situations. You'll be much happier and more relaxed as a result. Number 4 life lesson: be grateful for what you have. There are always people who have less than we do. Taking the time to appreciate our blessings can help us to be happier and more content. I used to take a lot of things for granted. I would complain about my job, my car, and my apartment. But then I realized that I was very fortunate to have all of those things. There are millions of people in the world who don't have the basic necessities of life. So I decided to start focusing on the things that I'm grateful for. Appreciating the good things in my life has helped me to become a happier and more content person. It's also helped me to be more patient and understanding when things don't go my way. It's important to remember that there are always people who have less than we do. No matter how difficult our situation may seem, there is always someone who has it worse. Taking the time to appreciate the good things in your life will help you to become a happier and more content person. Number 5 life lesson: surround yourself with positive people. The people we spend time with have a big impact on our mood and outlook on life. Surround yourself with people who support you and make you feel good about yourself. I used to have a lot of negative people in my life. They were always complaining and putting me down. But I eventually realized that these people were bringing me down. They were not helping me to become a better person. So I decided to start surrounding myself with more positive people. I started spending time with people who were supportive, encouraging, and uplifting. And I found that my mood and outlook on life improved dramatically. The people we spend time with can either lift us up or bring us down. They can either make us feel good about ourselves or make us feel bad about ourselves. It's important to choose our friends and associates wisely. When we surround ourselves with positive people, we feel more supported and loved. We also start to think more positively about ourselves and our lives. Take a look at the people in your life. Are they lifting you up or bringing you down? If they're bringing you down, it might be time to let them go. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and support your dreams. Number 6 life lesson. Live in the present moment. The past is gone and the future is not yet here. The only moment we have is now. I used to dwell on the past and worry about the future a lot. But I eventually realized that this was a waste of time. I couldn't change the past, and I couldn't control the future. All I could do was focus on the present moment. So I decided to start living in the present moment. I started to pay attention to my thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. And I found that I was much happier and more relaxed as a result. When we focus on the present moment, we appreciate the good things in our lives more. We also become more resilient in the face of challenges. Start living in the present moment. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. You'll be much happier and more relaxed as a result. Number 7 life lesson. Don't be afraid to forgive. Holding on to anger and resentment only hurts us. Forgiveness is a gift that we give ourselves. I used to be very unforgiving. I would hold on to grudges for years. But I eventually realized that this was only hurting me. It was making me bitter and resentful. So I decided to start forgiving people. It wasn't easy at first, but it got easier with practice. I started to realize that forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about letting go of our own anger and resentment. When we forgive someone, we're not saying that what they did was okay. We're simply saying that we're not going to let their actions control our emotions anymore. When we hold on to anger and resentment, we're essentially poisoning ourselves. These negative emotions can lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. When we forgive someone, we're freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. We're also opening ourselves up to healing and happiness. Forgive yourself and others for their mistakes. Let go of the past and move on. You'll be much happier and healthier as a result. As we have come to the conclusion, I have shared 7 life lessons that I wish I had known sooner. These lessons have helped me to become a happier, healthier, and more successful person. I hope that they have been helpful to you as well. I encourage you to reflect on these life lessons and see how you can apply them to your own life. Remember, it's never too late to learn and grow. Start applying these lessons today and see how your life begins to transform. Thank you, and stay blessed.